How is everyone doing tonight? I'm Wooly, the crazy license plate guy, and it's time for some wrestling with Wooly. We're continuing on this Survivor Series journey. If you haven't seen the other couple videos, go watch them. But this weekend coming up, Survivor Series 2025. So let's rewind the clock. 25 years. Survivor Series 2000. Starts off with Triple H talking about how he's the best and that he's been pulling all the strings and he's threatening Stone Cold and he's going to take out Stone Cold. And then we get a big firework display. So I don't know what other matches are up other than Triple H and Stone Cold. But we're in Tampa, Florida. We're watching this on Netflix. So fire up your Netflix. Find Survivor Series 2000. Or throw it in on DVD or VHS or Laserdisc. Whatever you own. Check it out. And let's watch some Survivor Series. The year 2000. Y2K, remember that crap? It didn't happen. Computers are still working. Anyways, it's time for some wrestling. It's Wrestling with Wooly. Let's go see if we can survive. Woo! Okay, first up, we got a 6-man intergender tag match. We got Trish Stratus and TNA, Test and Albert. Test was a good wrestler. He's long gone. Not forgotten, though. He was a monster of a man. And they're fighting Crash Holly and Molly Holly and Steve Blackman, the Lethal Weapon. Crash Holly's no longer with us either. It happens. But I think it's going to be a banger of a match. I think Steve Blackman's going to mess someone up. So stay tuned. I'll let you know how it goes. Oh, hit that subscribe button, would you? It helps. Woo! That match was pretty good. Other than we hardly seen Steve Blackman do anything. Crash Holly took the brunt of the match. Molly Holly got in there with Trish. Trish ran away. Tagged in Test. So Molly had to run. Crash got back in there. Went after Test. Everyone was getting beat up by everyone. Eventually, it was just Molly Holly and Trish in there. Molly Holly got her. 1, 2, 3. Flipped her up. Trish should have had it, but she ain't that superstar yet. Molly Holly was better at this point. Maybe still is. But Molly Holly rode her up. 1, 2, 3. Molly, Crash, and Steve Blackman are your winners. Crash definitely carried that match. It was pretty good. I like it. It's over now. And next up, we're going to go back a stage and see what's happening with Edge and Christian. Woo! We go backstage with Edge and Christian. Kurt Angle pops in. You know this a long time ago is he still has hair. And they're like, whoa. They're making up excuses to not help him with his match. And he's like, no, I got it. I own The Undertaker. And I just want to ask if you guys wanted to go for some drinks afterwards. You guys like Molson? Make some Canadian cracks at the Canadian wrestlers. So it looks like Edge and Christian, they got a tag match tonight against someone. And Kurt Angle's fighting The Undertaker. Who do you think's going to win? It could be good. But all kinds of crazy shenanigans backstage. The three of them were always funny. Christian's got the craziest big glasses on. Like, you're weird. Anyways, let's go see what's next. Woo! Now that was an awesome match. The first traditional Survivor Series 4-on-4 elimination. We got the Road Dogg, Jesse James, the one Billy Gunn, Chyna, and K-Quick. You might know him as R-Truth. He's wrapping up a storm as K-Quick right at the start of his WWF career. So it was them four versus the Radicals. Do you know the Radicals? Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit. It was a pretty awesome match. There was a lot of tomfoolery going on. Eddie hit Chyna in the back with the title and the ref was distracted. She was the first one eliminated. Pinned by Saturn. But then Billy Gunn, he got the upper hand on Eddie. Got Eddie out of there. I feel like they had a feud going on there because Chyna's with Billy now and she was with Eddie. You know, Eddie, Billy, Chucky, all them guys, they're all in there. It's all craziness. Next up, Benoit eliminated K-Quick with the most deadly German suplex I've ever seen in my life. I think he broke his head off. It was pretty savage. It's awesome to see a Benoit match again. They didn't totally erase him from Netflix. Then Perry Saturn eliminated the Road Dogg with an amazing like Northern Lights pinning suplex. Like modified perfect plex. It was pretty gnarly. And Billy was able to eliminate Dean Malenko with the Famouser. So 2-on-1 now. Chris Benoit, Perry Saturn, and Billy Gunn. Billy didn't have what it takes. They had to cheat a little bit. Perry held Billy's feet down from outside while Chris Benoit got the pin. 1, 2, 3. Your victors, Chris Benoit and Perry Saturn. With Perry's little honey, Terry Reynolds there hanging off his shoulders. It was a pretty awesome match. I love seeing that traditional Survivor Series. I don't know what else is in store for this pay-per-view, but stay tuned and keep watching because the show has just begun. Woo! We go backstage. Chris Jericho being interviewed by a young Michael Cole 25 years ago. It's a long time, eh, Michael? Anyways, Jericho's about to face Kane. And he's rambling on about all kinds of stuff about a Sega on a pole match and spilling coffee on people. And then he says the insanity and brutality that is going to occur in this match. But he isn't talking about Kane. I'm talking about Chris Jericho. Next up, Chris Jericho versus Kane. Who's your pick? They were a good tag team later on in their career, weren't they? Once Kane got rid of that mask. But for now, they're enemies. Survivor Series 2000, do not let me down. Let's go. Woo! Chris Jericho versus Kane. Did not disappoint. That match was awesome. They were inside the ring, outside the ring, using steel steps. Kane ripped that turnbuckle off. Jericho smashed his chest off it. Wasn't enough though. Kane just kept coming back. He even was in the walls of Jericho for a bit. Got out of that too. In the end, he grabbed Jericho by the throat, picked him up all the way to the clouds, and choke slammed him all the way down to hell. 1, 2, 3. Crazy, destructive, big red machine. Kane destroyed Chris Jericho. Match was awesome. Jericho held his own. It was a good 15 minutes. It was a good match. I liked it. I really much enjoyed it. I hope there's just as many more good matches like that the rest of this pay-per-view. Woo! I thought that match would be a little better, but the crowd just about booed them right out of the arena. The European Championship. You remember that thing? Champion William Regal defends against Hardcore Holly. You know, remember back in 1995 Survivor Series? Bob Sparkplug Holly. Well, now he's hardcore. But I think he should have won that match. William Regal walked all over him for 2/3 of the match. All this BS, real wrestling submission, shoot fighting crap. And Bob finally had enough and grabbed the European title. Smashed William Regal in the face with it. Ref seen it. And then he just proceeded to beat the crap out of them. I don't know, he just had enough. They should have put the title on him. Hardcore Holly. Give me the world title. And I'll beat everybody. If you know, you know. Anyways, I'm only the crazy license plate guy. And we're only 1 hour into this 3-hour Survivor Series. So let's see what's happening next. Triple H, you paying attention? You guys should bring back the more than 5 matches per pay-per-view. Because I think we're already on our 3rd or 4th match. And we still got 2 hours of the show left. So make it happen. Anyways, William Regal wins because of disqualification. Still European champion. Let's go see what's next. Woo! Sorry, I was eating a Smartie. Next up, we're backstage with Kurt Angle. And Trish walks in. Hey, Kurt, how's it going? Maybe you need a little help with your match tonight, if you know what I mean? Kurt's like, tell Tess and Albert thanks, but I think I got the Undertaker all taken care of. Didn't even clue in that Trish was hitting on him. Come on, Kurt, what are you doing? Anyways, we see The Rock strolling down the hallway, so let's go see what he has to say. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. Because Kurt sure didn't smell what Trish was cooking. Woo! Next up, we had Rikishi versus The Rock. Anyone remember this storyline? Someone ran over Stone Cold with a car a year earlier. Turns out it was Rikishi. I did it for The Rock. The Rock's really offended by it. He's all pissed off. You know Rikishi. His kids are wrestling this year at Survivor Series. The Usos. Solo Sikoa. Yeah. 25 years, a lot can change, eh? They did this same storyline like 6 months ago with Naomi, too. Run someone over for her friend. I did it for you. Anyways, this is a pretty good match. The Rock got a stink face. Love to see that. How's Hollywood smelling now? Ah, you got to smell. You don't want to smell that. No. Turn around. The Rock doesn't want to smell. Anyways, in the end, we hit a rock bottom, a people's elbow, and a 1, 2, 3. Rikishi loses. The Rock wins. We all knew that was going to happen, but Rock got his ass kicked a lot of that match, including that wicked butt drop to the chest in the middle of the ring. It's a lot of weight, 424 pounds on your chest. But The Rock won. So that's it for that. We're going to forget that storyline ever happened and just move on with life. Woo! Next up, the women's title match. The champion, Ivory. She's part of Right to Censor. They got the most annoying alarm music going off ever. All dressed and pressed in their white Sunday best. And then Lita. Lita's the challenger. They don't like that her thong sticks out of her pants. They have a problem with it. They're offended by it. They have a pretty awesome match. Lita's pretty green still, but they do some amazing moves. She flies off the top rope to the outside onto Steven Richards like nothing. Just, flying squirrel. And they get back in the ring. All of a sudden, there's blood everywhere. Lita's bleeding down her face. She thinks she has it. She goes up for the moonsault. Ivory gets her knees and the title belt up. Flips her over. 1, 2, 3. Still woman's champion. Ivory. Lita's laid out in the ring. Blood everywhere. But before she did that flip, she took her top off. So the crowd's just screaming. They love it. Survivor Series 2000. It's crazy how wild people could get in 2000. Can't do that no more. You can get naked, but the blood's kind of a no-no. Unless you're in AEW. But it was a pretty good match. Wasn't the best, but it was pretty good. and we got more to come. So keep watching. You still here? Hit that subscribe button. Woo! That was a little unexpected. The coach was standing there outside Rock's locker room creeping. Rock's getting medical treatment in there. All of a sudden, Kane walks by. And Jericho comes out of nowhere with a steel chair, smashes him like 4 times, throws him into the steel door. They break through the bottom. Someone's going to have to fix that now, you know. And then he throws a bunch of... lost my train of thought. Bunch of metal bars all over him. And then a 2x4 hits him once. And then he hits it on the floor like 3 times behind him. Like he's whacking him with it. Beats him down some more until all the refs get in there and break him up. Backstage is a dangerous place. Who just jumps a big red monster like that? That's so mean. So mean. Woo! Time for the men's world title match. The Undertaker, the challenger, versus Kurt Angle. He's still got a head of hair. Young and good looking Kurt. Undertaker comes out on his motorbike. It's biker taker time. Questionable pants he's wearing though. I don't know, they're like some leopard skin or something. Alligator skin. I don't know, it doesn't really seem like Taker-ish to me. But they have an awesome match. Like a good half an hour. Inside the ring, outside the ring. They kick the crap out of each other. Amazing match. Submissions. Angle really worked those legs of the Taker, trying to take him out. In the end, though, there was a little switcheroo. Kurt Angle lookalike was in there. He got last rided to hell. The ref started counting. 1, 2. And then he stopped. He's like, that's not him. That's not him. Kurt comes in from behind. Rolls up the Undertaker. 1, 2, 3. Kurt Angle's your winner. Still champion. Not like a little screw job. It's Survivor Series, eh? Survivor Series 2000 going strong. 2000. What were you doing in 2000? I was getting into trouble. That's what I was doing. But Kurt Angle, still champ, beats the Undertaker after the old switcheroo. Oh, right. Edge and Christian were out there, too. They tried to help, but they weren't much help other than cheering him on a bit. But they got a match to come still. I wonder who they're fighting. I don't know. The Hardys? The Dudleys? Could it be like a tables match? TLC match? I don't know. We better find out. That's coming up next. The next match was Edge and Christian for sure. In a Survivor Series traditional match, they're joined by two members of Right to Censor, Bull Buchanan and the Good Father. You know, the Godfather, Charles Wright, Papa Shango, Kama Mustafa. You know what I'm talking about. The Soul Taker. Anyways, it was the four of them versus the Dudleys and the Hardys. There was a lot of high flying. Everyone hit their spots. A lot of good moves. Edge eliminated Matt. And Christian eliminated Devon. 4-on-2. But then that team of four were messing up and they couldn't get nothing right. Just like me talking right now. I can't get the words out. But Bubba Ray pinned Bull Buchanan. And then Bubba Ray pinned Edge because Christian splashed the hell out of him. Sabotaged him. Now we're back to 2-on-2. Bubba gets eliminated. Then Jeff Hardy hits the Swanton on Christian. Jeff Hardy and the Good Father. Val Venus messes up Sean Morley, clotheslines the Good Father. Jeff jumps in there and gets the pin. Your sole survivor, Jeff Hardy. And then they proceed to give him the beatdown. They're throttling him like no tomorrow. And everyone comes to the save. Pure chaos in the ring. Everyone's beating up everyone. The Dudleys and the Hardys are the last ones standing tall. We got one match left. The main event. I hope you're ready. I'm ready. Woo! Devon! Get the tables! After they beat down the Right to Censor, they get those tables in the ring. Jeff Hardy does a leg drop through one-on-one table. Stevie Richards gets powerbomb from the second rope through the other table. Remember Marty Jannetty doing that powerbomb 5 years ago at 95 off the top rope to nothing? I just thought of that while I was thinking of this, but the tables. Everything's crazy. JR shouts out, Bubba got wood. Bubba's looking all crazy. But just like everyone wanted, we got the tables. 25 years later, people are still chanting for the tables. We want tables. Devon. Bubba. Get the tables! Woo! Survivor Series 2000, the main event. Stone Cold versus Triple H. No disqualifications. They went all over the map, outside the ring, in through the front entrance ramp, throwing each other through chairs and walls and tables. Back in the ring, they had an amazing bloody match. Triple H was bleeding everywhere. They had awesome. It was amazing. It was an amazing main event. I forgot how good these two were at that time. They eventually made it backstage again. Out come the Radicals. Beat down Stone Cold like no tomorrow. Triple H ran outside. He's sitting in a car waiting. Benoit tries to lure Austin out there. He's nowhere to be seen. Triple H, where is he? Where is he? All of a sudden, the forklift comes. Big sky boom. Lifts Triple H in the car. Way up there. Dumps him over. Flat. Splat. Dead. I don't know if he died. Obviously not, but what a way to end Survivor Series. No contest, I guess. No one won. Triple H lost. He got squished in a car. It was a good match. Weird end, but good match. Survivor Series 2000. It was awesome. What do you guys think? Did you like the show? Did you watch it? Did you watch me? I hope so. I hope you hit that subscribe button. And that's it for Survivor Series 2000. Coming up on Saturday, 2025, Survivor Series War Games. I don't think we're going to get another Survivor Series in before that, so maybe after, maybe not. See what happens. Anyways, that's it. That's the show. Just have an awesome day, awesome week, awesome year. Throw someone through a table, flip someone over in a car with a skyjack. Don't get in trouble. Do whatever you want. It's your life. Make your own choices. But hit that subscribe button. I'm only the crazy license plate guy, and I'm going to bed. I'm tired. Woo!